Hey people, CzarThwomp here and welcome to the first episode of my new project, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, or Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. Like I said, I've never really grasped just how the naming is with these. I know that it's always Apollo Justice. I always call this game Apollo Justice, so I'm just going to call it Apollo Justice because this is the only game in the entire Ace Attorney library that, well, at least the only main series Ace Attorney game that does not star Phoenix as the main attorney. Yeah, sure, we had the investigation series with Edgeworth, but that was more or less a side series, and Edgeworth, let's be honest, Edgeworth rules every game that he's in, but however, this is the only game that really where Apollo's name is present, and frankly, it's fitting because for those of you who played the series, you know exactly why it's fitting that Apollo only has one game, though for those of you who haven't, you're just gonna see firsthand just what exactly Apollo is. So anyways, let's get started. Okay. Anyways, Turnabout Trump. Anyways, we get this artist guy. He's drawing. Just get used to this. This is a very common theme in this game. With a candle. Then we get the pendulum. And this really shady environment. This is actually one of my favorite case intros. Just because it gives off the sense of mystique. And it really does a great job of capturing the tone the game was trying to do. Showdown time. It's getting weird going back into doing full voicing for all the lines. You lose. Oh, is that? Sorry. Sorry. I forgot for a second who was doing the voicing for there. Anyways, yeah, I kind of forgot was getting my wires crossed with who's voicing. Anyways, this is actually one of the first cases where this is actually the first case in this is the first case in an Ace Attorney game. Anyways, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. Anyways, this is the first case in the main series Ace Attorney games where they don't show the killer. Anyways, April 20th, 9:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Panicked! Palm sweaty! I can admit it! I'm nervous! Good morning. Good morning, sir! Yes, that's right! Christoph Gavin! Christoph Motherfucking Gavin has arrived! In case you haven't noticed over the past Ace Attorney games, I have not spoiled this guy's involvement in this game and how he is one of my favorite antagonists. I'm sorry if you're watching this expecting like some sort of big spoiler hiding, but I'm not. This is Christoph. I like this guy. He's one of my favorite villains in the series. And yeah, and just meanwhile, because just first seeing Christoph like this, just no matter how many times I play this game, whenever I see Christoph, I just can't help but get giddy. Because just it's always a blast with Christoph's on screen. And just I can just imagine though, Samugi, from V3, Danganronpa V3, she plays this game, and every time she gets to this scene, every time she sees Christoph on screen, she just hyperventilates and starts just going, him! And then Kibo, he rushes, Samugi, what is the issue? I heard screaming. Are you hurt? No, Kibo! Him! And she's showing him the DS. Well, I am confused. And then Kokichi walks by. Oh, she's referring to the fact that it's your brother. It's the gay system. It's your brother. That is not my brother, you robophobic prick. And then Samugi, she's just hyperventilating, just gurgling at the mouth. Yes, but anyways, with Christoph, one reason why I enjoy Christoph so much is because essentially my one co-writer slash friend, she despises Christoph with a burning passion. You know how I constantly go on about Taka, or how when I would play when I was playing the Danganronpa series, how I would go on rants about Taka, or my hatred for Tenko. Well, essentially, Christoph is her version of Tenko / Taka, where basically she despises him with a burning passion. giving him such nicknames and constantly referring to him with nicknames such as Pissed Off, Crap Stop, B-word Stop. I'm not, you know I don't use the B word that often. And my personal favorite, Dildo. Because in her words, Kristoff acts like a dick, but he is not real enough to be a dick. He's like a fake dick. Anyways, little Kristoff tangent apart. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir! No! I'm loose! I'm fine! That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it is to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? I'm fine! I got up at 5 a.m. to do my course and steal voice workout! I'm fine! Oh, so that's what I heard from across town. Here I thought that a steamroller crushed a bag of dying cats. Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your speech. I overdid it again! As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Though if you let him down by mistake, I wouldn't be against it. In fact, I'd give you a raise. I'd give you a promotion. I'd give you a muffin basket, Justice. Do you like muffins? Because I would reward you handsomely with muffins. Drift gone, sir! I'm all over that drift! As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Though, like I said before, Mr. Justice, let that case fall through by accident. I mean, if it's proven that he's guilty, he's guilty. You get a muffin basket, you get a promotion, you get a nice card with a smiley face, Mr. Justice. So many benefits. Yes, I'm fine, sir! One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. I mean, Mr. Justice, let's be honest here, you are not fine. After all, you're standing next to me. I am the embodiment of male perfection, Mr. Justice. I am the embodiment of perfection, both physically and mentally. I am an Adonis. I am a gift to this shattered world, Mr. Justice. Please do not degrade the gift that is me. People might take you the wrong way and think that you're on par with me, Mr. Justice, and we know that's not true. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. My name is Apollo Justice! If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney, and today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. I'm sorry if my Apollo voice sounds annoying, it's just I can't give him the regular Phoenix voice. I can't give him my regular voice for obvious reasons. For reasons that you'll see very sure. The defendant has been accused of murder! My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I! I mean, there's no way he did it! Not him! No way! Okay, yes! Whoa! Good morning! Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial! Nervous! Meeting him? Cardiac arrest! He looks like he's gonna stab me for my wallet! He's like that one guy who tried to rub my hair in the subway! I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So you're... Fine! I'm fine! Ah, Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin's a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend, so why? You'll see. You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you, I mean. Anyways, yeah. I could very well spoil just who this is, but just... I'm playing along with the game here. I'm playing along. I at least want to have some semblance of nuance. I mean, It's time, shall we? Yes, sir! Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice. April 20th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Yes, anyways, we get Apollo. The court is now in session. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor! And look what happened to Winston! Basically, for those of you who don't know, between the events of Investigations 2 and Apollo Justice, there's a 7-year time skip. So basically, this is Winston 7 years later. Look at Winston! He's just degraded! He's got this hermit haircut! Though the worst thing about him is that earwax colored suit! Look at that thing! It's like he sneezed on it! It's like he went into Men's Warehouse and they asked him, "So sir, what suit are you looking for?" "I want you to sneeze on this suit!" He pulls out his ring and says, "I want you to cover it in snot!" Okay, sir. The defense is, fine, right, Your Honor. Mine going blank, don't panic, too late. Yes, this face is what inspired my Apollo voice. And essentially, this face can pretty much summarize Apollo's place in the Ace Attorney universe, and just how the universe treats him. Because you're going to see that the universe hates Apollo. That is one of the main rules and tenets of the Ace Attorney universe. The sky is blue, the sun rises to the east, Maya gets arrested, and Apollo gets screwed over by every force in the universe. Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial. Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine, really! Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. And you look you look like an overworked child. You look like a child. Are you sure you're not a child? I'm not a child! I am, for your... Oh, yeah, wait, they don't have Apollo's thing. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Apollo's first client, yes. Shady Smith, the defendant, and Winston, just... Yeah, as you can see, just Winston, he's 7 years older. And we get Kristoff. And just... Cabo. Mr. Gavin? What? Who is this young boy? Why are you drafting the children? Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However... a defense attorney must always accede to his client's wishes, and my client is an asshole. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice, because he wants to screw me over. Well, of course he wants justice, but to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine, but does he have Court of Steel? No, Mr. Justice, but I have something better, and something that you will never have. Dignity. Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Yes, this is Phoenix. Phoenix has become a hobo in 7 years. And this is actually one of the big reasons why people do not like Apollo Justice as a game. Just so many people just do not like that Phoenix essentially becomes a hobo. And while on the topic though, according to that co-writer friend, co-writer/friend of mine who hates Kristoff with a burning passion. According to her, this is Phoenix at his ultimate hotness. This is like Apex hotness Phoenix. Granted, to her, Phoenix is always hot, but this is like Apex DILF level Phoenix hot. Yes, yeah, that always makes conversations fun. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright! How could this have happened? Why are you a hobo? I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind to explain the charges, Mr. Payne. To think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains! Funny, Payne. When I first entered this courtroom after my psychotic ex-girlfriend tried to get me arrested, you had hair. And now when I leave this courtroom, you have even less hair than that. Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant Phoenix Wright took the victim, a customer, and he hit him. Wham! On the head. Smack! Killed him cold. A customer at the restaurant, you say?
And the defendant, you say he was...
The pianist! Or the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright? A pianist?
This is the weapon that took the victim's life! A bottle of grape juice!
And everyone will insist, oh, this is supposed to be wine. They censored it because of the international release. No, it was always wine. Just, the creator of the series just likes grape... It was always grape juice, basically. The creator likes grape juice.
Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice!
The court accepts this deadly bottle as evidence.
Deadly bottle added as evidence. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record, which is some pocket dimension for some odd reason. Make a practice of checking it frequently.
The court record, right! I've heard of that!
Use the court record to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this.
Right, the court record button! Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action! So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow?
We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor!
Traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection to the defendant?
That too is unclear at the present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Portugal Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slayed the defendant's piano playing?
That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skills. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
How do you know it was poker and not rummy? Or blackjack? Or some weird rummy blackjack combo?
Wait a second, isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in of itself!
Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basis sort of criminal.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the pure sense, a competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Though I wouldn't expect you to understand this pain. After all, you would have to have wit and be silent in order to do either of those tasks. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flames, know its final outcome.
Come again?
The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor! I believe the defendant was waxing poetry in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women!
Yeah, meanwhile, my one co-writer slash friend, if she saw this, she would just be she probably sees this line and she laughs her head off. Considering her views of Kristoff. And, oh, come on, no! Good, my controller was bailing on me. Yeah.
That would be our first order of business here then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held that night of the crime.
My pleasure.
This is it, my first trial! Here goes nothing!
The competition. Come on! No! Bad controller! Bad! Help! If push comes to shove, though, I can always use the touchscreen. Thank God that basically everything on an Ace Attorney game is touchscreen based. I am a pianist by trade. Yeah, I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy.
A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend!
Very well, the defense may begin to cross-examine. Right, Your Honor! My first cross-examination. Don't blow it!
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where?
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too.
My brain feels strained and raspy, sir! And CzarThwomp's flubbing all my lines! What am I, Samugi?
Don't you mention Samugi, Mr. Justice. She haunts my dreams like Freddy Krueger. And then Samugi, she's just in his dreams.
Hello, Kristoff-sama!
Get out of my dreams! You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher?
I want to do every Kristoff line I can! I love Kristoff as a villain.
Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game. Yes, teach me! I know nothing!
Indeed, your job, Justice, is to be mindful of the court record and testimony. Look for the inconsistencies in the testimony with what the court record tells you. When you found an inconsistency, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court record.
But I didn't hear anything strange in that testimony just now!
A good sign that you will need to press the witness for more information.
Press? Him?
Don't let the fact that he's a remarkable man hold you back. Get more information!
But isn't Mr. Wright my client?
Well, think you can do it?
Yes, thank you, sir! I think I can do it!
I think you'd better, or we're going to have a problem. Just remember, find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. The Christoph model! I can just imagine that. Learn it, know it, do it. Christoph has that on a throw pillow. My mother sewed it on a pillow for me.
Inconsistency! Lies! Mr. Wright! As if Phoenix Wright would never lie! And it's up to me to prove it! The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Okay, press. This game has some pretty good music, I have to say. It's always been one of my favorites in terms of the OST.
You can hardly play!
Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want.
Was that supposed to be a boast just now?
The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large.
Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club?
Yeah, Phoenix probably just placed this one bad, horribly botches up chopsticks.
Then they pay you just to play poker?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all.
Bah! Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hardworking member of society like me to imagine.
Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston.
What?
Frankly, I would have just imagined Phoenix just coming back with a real zinger in the form of, at least I make money. At least I'm successful in what I do. I played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost once.
What?
You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time?
As I said, I'm a professional.
He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once?
This is Phoenix we're talking about. This guy has bluff and bluffing skills like you wouldn't imagine.
Is that even possible?
No! Don't do this to me, controller.
The room in the crime scene photo, is that an attraction?
It was quite a history. Yeah, it's quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
But black market?
All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under that table. Right there in that room.
A smoky room, gambling hoods, you know? Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gathered around that table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window. I can practically picture it now. That window
does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout with little else.
The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun.
Two decks of cards!
A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate two decks, no one can slip in cards.
There is something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards on the floor. Blood on the ground. Each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we use two types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue.
As I recall, in poker you make 5-card hands. I can see how it would be easy to cheat.
Yes, a game of hands.
This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently. That's right! It was a simple game after all! Are you sure? Huh? People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred, yet you claim no connection to the crime.
Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
Ugh! Ugh! I can't believe let that one slip by!
Don't despair yet, Justice.
Sir!
Right. There's something I'd like to make clear, namely your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not?
Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony. Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony!
Okay, basically here you gotta go in, has Phoenix's fingerprint.
So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle?
We'll answer that question next time. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stick around to watch the episode. You're a great viewer. Become back with anything. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you later. Bye.